full name is actually Jo-fai, but Jo is easier for the English people. So Jo is my new name. So once again, this is like my baby. This dashboard is like one of my main contributions to the society or to the community. I want to give you like a brief history of two versions of this dashboard, and then how you can use it to compare different models. So this is a simple use case for this dashboard. Okay, a bit of myself. So I was a civil engineer by training, and I taught myself some open source stuff back in 2012. Everything from YouTube and Cargo. So I learned a lot from machine learning stuff from Cargo. Then somehow become a data scientist. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. Become a data scientist, worked for two startups in US, so Domino Data Lab and H2.ai. But people mostly remember me as this guy, the 360 selfie guy, because I did a lot of 360 photo when I did the Meetup for both companies. And this is like just in time for last night, because when they found that with our last night, I became provisional master. So when they say in football, right, form is temporary, cast is permanent. But I'm saying for Numerai and for Cargo, form is temporary, screenshot is permanent.
I also have the screenshot.
But then when I talk about this, my performance will just go down. As soon as tonight, but when I check the result, I just get out of the master here. But that's me.
Your model's called Legion. So.
oh yeah. This is like
I see.
When they created this little bar here for different tier, I think they missed something really important, which is like my last 2 years of TCD Gen. They missed out, so I just added for myself. If you want it, I can do it for you.
It's good for Richard to be reminded.
I got a template, just let me know, I can just fix it for you. Okay, so as I said, I want to give you a basic history of the two dashboard. Why do I move to the later one, and then give you a quick demo of how to use it to compare different models. But it's only for casting, because I haven't done signal yet. So maybe at some point I will move it to signals, and then I will just implement the same thing for signals. Okay, brief history. Okay, so this is like way back to 2020. So this is when I first rediscovered Numerai because of COVID. So I just sat at home, I had nothing to do. So I got interested in this Numerai thing again. But one thing that frustrated me most is that I don't know how I perform when compared to others at the same time. So, on the website, you can kind of see the percentile of different values. So you can kind of just click through everything and see the percentile. But that's not visualized. That's not a good thing for me to just look at the numbers. So I said, hey, I suggested to Cyclops and other people, could you do something for us? So like generalize or summarize everything, all the participants for each one, look at where they were in the competitions, and I said, no. So I was frustrated. So I asked for a few times, but I didn't get a feedback. So I found an API. So I've got an API to go later. So I was like, let me do it myself. I don't have to take any longer. I'm not sure if you can see this clearly because of the dice, but it's showing. You can't really see it. But it's like showing the for each one, showing the maximum, the minimum, and different percentile with different gray area. And I can see actually my performance over time and see how it compares to others. Sorry about the lights, but you will see it from the slide later on. But that's the first version of the dashboard. So I use GitHub to host it. I make it into like a static HTML, so I do it on GitHub for free. So later on, you may have known this app, the PL apps, before it's done. So I work with Ian Rui. He actually took my dashboard, took the data, so I saved everything into a CSV, posted on GitHub as well. We just used the same CSV to create like I think this is Streamlit. If you sort of a wrapper to get it to read the CSV, so you can just find different models in the edit format. And I quite like that. So this is one of the reasons why I want to create a new dashboard as well. I just want to make it more interactive so people can choose different models, different time, and then also select the time spent. So I overlooked to him, so we work a lot together. But then at some point I think he lost interest on Numerai, so he's just not maintaining this app anymore. He just
Just shut down.
yeah, shut it down. So it's gone. And also, then we have another problem with the Numerai tool, because when I first started back in 2020, it was only a few hundred models. So it was okay to just pull data every day, put it into a single HTML, less than 1 megabyte. But then it just grew, so they just opened up the modeling slot from 1 to 3 to 5 to 10 down 100 something. So it grew exponentially in 2 years. So from 300 a day to more than 15,000. I didn't mind so much about the time to download the file because I parallelized it, so it's still workable in half an hour. And it became a problem of hosting it on GitHub because I want to go cheap stakes, so I don't want to free anything. And I started receiving some emails from GitHub and saying you cannot post this anymore. This is not what GitHub is used for. So I stopped it because they also changed the metric to MMC and then to TC and to other thing and then going back. So anyway, I stopped it. Maintaining the project in early 2022. So that was it for a few months. Until I saw this news on this is in May 2023. It said that China is now supported on China is the R package for interactive apps. It's finally going back to support China apps on Hugging-Face. Hugging-Face is a really cool service. You can get all the models. You can also host your app on the space for free. It's really powerful as well. It's like 2 CPU and 16 gigabyte of RAM. More than enough for most use cases. So I say, okay, maybe this is time to let it try again. Let's build something else, be more interactive, and I don't have to store every data on the server. So I came up with this shiny Numerati, which is something like this. Again, this is only for Kazakh, so if you are doing a Kazakh tournament, you can use this right now. This is the first page. You will see that you have a choice in this search box here. You can just type in your model name. Just if you have, like me, I got the prefix of Jo_there. So I can just search for a model and then click select box. Then I'll just download the data from more model quickly in one click. So it will become something like this. So this is like a table showing you a view of the data. This is the first step. So you get this data, and then you can move on to more analysis in the next few steps. Okay, so once you get the data, the next one, what you want to do is you adjust what we call the filter or the time span. The main reason is that on the Numerai website, you always get the 1 year view, or maybe less, it's a fixed time span. But this is not the case for everyone because we don't have the same model for the whole year. Sometimes you may have a new model here, and a new model here, or you may have update right here. So only you, the model owner, know the exact time span of your models. So I created this slider here, so you can adjust the period of analysis that you want to go into the next step. The default here is 650, which is the starting point of the MMC, the new MMC error. So I do this, and then you can also put it back to wherever you want to stop the analysis. Because sometimes you don't want to go too far ahead. Look at all the pending ones, so you can submit it. So you do that, you can change it here, and then the next step will be here. Let me just go to the next step. The next step, which is the first tab here about the KPI. KPI is just different statistics about the model. So there's a job on this here. The first one is the most important one, which is the payout factor, payout score, which is the 1.5 times score plus 2 MMC. But you can do more, you can look at other things. So I still have the TC here, because people may say, oh, I want to look at what happened for past TC. We can also look at the percentile, the MMC percentile of the core and other stuff. So all the available statistics from the API, I put it right here, plus a few more things, plus the payout and the rate of return, which is, I think, the most important thing for me to look at the model. Because from time to time, your stake may be compounded. So if you compound the stake, then the payout may not be the definite picture of your performance. So I have included this like a normalized way to look at the performance model over time. You also have this function here. If you want to look at cumulative graph or just the individual points, you can hide a pending one here. You can also do a passive feature. I will show you this really cool here. That's the basic control of the KPI. So if I do that, I can look at different models. So this is like 10 of my models on the same graph. So you can see the actual legend here, and then I'm just comparing this. So for 10 model, it's okay. So I can kind of tell what's doing what. So this is like on the top, I got the force which is execute boost here, and then at the bottom I can see the Numerai here. Then when you have 20 models, then it becomes a bit impossible to tell what's going on right here. So what I want to see is here. So this is like my training models. So the platform from this one. So again, if you're having the same time span on the website, they will only show you this number here, which is not a good comparison when you compare models starting from a very early round. So that's why I always have a filter to adjust this. If you want to just look at everything together, you can just adjust it to this point and start the analysis on this point.
I have another use case. I was changing the models in the mid of the tournament. So I was running the desperate one, or shut it down, and took the new one and used the slot, which is as well then making all the results and which is published on the website completely useless. So this one is the way to go.
Yeah, that's only the owner knows what happened with the model, right? So you can't really tell from the other statistics. So what happened with this? So if I want to look at that, so either you go back to viewer models, so 10, 5, 20, that's alright. Or you can use this option here, you can use different option here, try different things to make it work for you. So I tend to use ACID, just look at different models in different rounds. So because I know what this is, I know what kind of algorithm I use, what kind of data I use. So this actually gives me some information that I need to evaluate my models from time to time. It's a bit crazy when you look at too many models. So I would not recommend doing this. 10 would be my optimal 10. So now this is the interesting thing. So this is something that I wanted to prove last time, but I didn't have the full year model when they released the data 4 and 4.1. But this is now based on the midnight data. So on top I got the 5 models. I call it Jo the Force 1 to 5. It's a midnight data trained on training using HTTP boost. And then the next one here, the last 5 here, I call it the layers. So it's midnight and the old school 2-layer MLP. I have to be more specific because when I say neural network, Jeff will say, what's your neural network? So this is my old school 2-layer MLP. Right?
Useful things also 2-layer MLPs.
So okay.
Still
okay.
hot.
Old school and nothing fancy, just old school, okay? But this is the performance from 650 to now. But the next thing I want to see is what is the difference of ensembling targets. So they thought, I think a long time ago they said that when you combine Cyrus with Tiger, to give you a very good blend. I didn't trust them, so I want to have some data to find out what's going on if I combine them. So the next slide here give you some more information. So if you go back to the top first. So I got 5 models, right? The second one here is always Cyrus, so the second one is Cyrus. So that's XG boost or neural network trained using just the Cyrus target. The third one here is Tiger, so just again same algorithm, just using the one target without any other assembly. So the fourth one is the one that I want to see, is the Cyrus and the Tiger. It it's actually better than either of them. So kind of go upon somehow. Then the best one I got is that if I look at the derivation data and handpick some models, I handpick Cyrus, Tiger, and a few more other targets together. It's actually getting better. So this is like how I can prove that my expert knowledge of the model can actually help with a bit of performance improvement. And if you go back to the first one, which is like a lazy way to ensemble just a trained model on all different targets, and just ensemble everything together, a simple rank average ensemble. And it's okay, it's still doing something good, but not as good as my hand one right here. But that's only the story for X3 boost, right? If I look at a different algorithm, again, I can see Cyrus here and Tiger together, they may have a, okay, maybe just similar to Tiger, but I cannot draw a really good conclusion yet from Numerai, maybe because my Numerai is not that good, or because there's something wrong that I didn't know. But when I look at the actual ensemble of all the targets and the one that I have picked, it actually didn't have the improvement that I expected from XGBoost. So again, this is less than 3 months time, so I want to continue to look at data. Maybe after a year, maybe next year this time, I'll have a better picture of all these comparisons with different targets. Okay. Right. So the next tab here is the payout overview. So what I do is just summarize at the account level, right? If all the models, the payout accumulates to one round, then you get a graph like this, so you can see how much you earn, or the burn in red. So earn is blue, and then burn is red.
You didn't burn much at all.
Yeah, this is why I saw this graph. But that was interesting because this is the point when I got to right here. I had the feeling that okay, I'm not doing well. I want to change everything. But this time I do the diamond hand. The diamond hand. I just keep on using the same model, and it go back to a better level. So yeah, so just hold on to your model and then try to give them more time before you say this model is not working.
Good advice.
Did you use any kind of model design where you try to avoid burns, or
No.
just by chance?
Just I think I spend a lot of time to customize the cost functions. So when I do the feature selection and the tuning of parameters, I look at one cost functions, and that is the sharp of BMC, the benchmark model contribution, and the sortito ratio of that.
Yeah.
Modified together.
So that's a little bit of burn avoidance.
Yeah. So I think what we just said about doing like two models that are not similar to each other, but they have different similar performance. I think you need to be. I think for me, it's like a way to challenge yourself to come up with a really special cost functions to optimize the problem.
Yeah.
But I don't have that in mind. I don't know how to actually do that. But maybe someone will come up with cool functions to look at different selection of models, different use of targets, and they may come up with actually two models that behave differently over time, but they have the same mean score. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the one that I really want to show you, because this is the actual decision-making process. I haven't used this yet because I have to mention that all my 100 stick model, they have a similar stick, because I still can't figure out a way to do it. So even after watching both talk twice, I still haven't figured out a way to optimize that. So I try to use the same weight, same stick for all the models. But what I got here, the last column is the one which is okay, the rate of return, the normalized payout, and the sharp of that. So if we got higher number in here, that would mean I can have more confidence in here. So maybe at some point in the future, I may use this as the weight of the stick at some point. But for now, I'll just keep it compound for a bit more. So the last two steps, quite similar thing, but this is just breaking down into individual models, whether they're burning or earning. So you can see it. So for this period here, when I doubt myself, most of my models, they are all burning. So all new level, all XGBoost, rain or not rain, everything is burning. Everything was burning at this moment. But then you have to just keep it to yourself and then just carry on, and at some point go back to more rules.
Yeah, but it's hardly say everything is burning, but like you are almost never burning.
Yeah, but it's going down now. As soon as I speak, it's going down. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
So was that before they went daily?
No. This is 650. This is
okay.
just the start of NMC, the new NMC. So I got a lot more burns before that, so I'm not doing it. But for the MMC here, from the 650 to now, which is somewhere here.
So I suppose that was a time when everybody was burning.
Yeah, most people are burning.
You were right, most of all, and the fun was burning.
Yeah. I don't know the picture, but I can only look at my own models. So this is one of the graphs that you want to use, but be careful, this takes a bit of time, so you will have to click and then wait for 1 or 2 minutes to generate this, because there's a lot of different stack here. But the most important thing is to look at the actual period that you're looking at, make sure that you got the right period. Okay. And finally, this is like a facet version of the same graph, but then you can look at individual models, whether they're burning or earning at different periods. Because ideally, what Richard wants is that there's some model that they burn or earn at different times. So this graph may be useful to find that model. I don't know yet because I haven't looked at all the models, but that's a way to pool the data, to pool all the data together. And maybe we already have some models that are like opposite to each other already in the system. I don't know yet, but maybe that's something I can do in the coming months to find out what's going on with other models. Okay, just a few more things. If you want to do your own stuff, so you can actually go to the raw data step here and download the whole thing as CSV. So you can do it quickly, just select your model and download the CSV and create it on your own. And this is again proving that we are coming to the right country. So this is like the survey I did. I posted on the forum and asked people to vote for the favorite city or favorite country. So we see that we've still got US on top. So the next one is Germany. So that's why we're here. And we already did Canada. We did Japan, but we're going back again because I like it. We did UK, we did it in London, but again I did that, so I'm not interested in doing it again. But Spain and Australia and Switzerland. So if you are interested in, or if you want to ask your friends to come here and fill in this survey, so let me know whether you're interested in doing future events. Do that, and I will refresh it every day, and we'll come up with a different table every time. So
how much of South America do we have actually with people? That is South America, I think.
It is a massive continent.
Yeah.
But we need to do one for
Brazil, like there's some Brazilians.
Play around with that, you can see the whole table and data. Yeah. Okay, so if you want to try out the dashboard, you can go to, so if you have Discord, you can go to the welcome channel, then you will find the Numerai dash here, that's the address. And I will also email you all the links for all the presentation for today, so you will also get this link. But you search it up like shiny Numerati, you probably find it on Google. Okay, so if you have any feedback or suggestions, you can go to forum post, just search for China Numerati, or you can just DM me on Discord, tell me what you want to see on the app. One thing I think I can do quickly is the signals, but then I don't have motivations. I have to participate in signal first, and then I will do it myself quickly while you're asking. So maybe I'll do it for the next meetup. Yes. Okay, so that's me. Any questions, feel free to ask. Yes.
The sharp ratio values. How you calculate them?
Just see. You look at the core per round, and then all together you calculate the sharp ratio of that.
Was it just core or the complete score, which is
It's
2x
score
core plus
is-
MMC?
Yeah.
Half MMC.
It's like
Yeah,
each
yeah.
era and the performance of core. Together it's like a time series, and then just look at the standard deviation of the mean divided by the standard deviation. That's a simple one, it's not the perfect chart, but it gives you a sense of whether it has a very good like a stability of the core over time.
And is there some annualization going on? It looks a bit different, yeah. So if you
No.
look at validation data, one seems to be quite good shot
Yeah.
ratio. You have
So
two.
if you look
That's
at
double.
this, yeah, I don't have any really robust calculation. It's just a feeling to differentiate between a good model and a bad model quickly.
Yeah. Okay.
So I didn't look at the analysis effect because I don't even have 12 months of data. I only have 3 months in this case. And when you change the period to shorter, longer, it also changes the equation. So maybe I'll take that and try to look at the analysis method to make it more robust. But for now, treat it like a lazy man, a poor man version of Chow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the analyzation is not difficult, but there are people that are saying it doesn't really make sense to use less than 1 year worth of data for a shot ratio.
I'm trying to have 1 year. I'm trying to get I'm waiting. Yeah.
Speed it
And also these are overlapping, right? So the returns overlap for
Yeah.
quite some time.
Because the daily one, they're very correlated
Yeah.
somehow. So yeah, there's lots of overlap. But I guess this dashboard is helping me or helping users to find out which model is more profitable.
So as long as I check that the number of stake rounds is the same, I get something that is relative to each other,
Yeah.
meaningful. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Cool.
In the previous version, you had those scalar plots where you could compare like Sharpe ratio of correlation versus. So it was another ribbon right next to the KPI. I think that you removed it. And I think it was
the TC and
really
the
unique
yeah.
feature.
Yeah. I meant to put the MMC and go back,
Okay.
but then I spent too much time on Fortnite. And I didn't do it. I was planning this for this meetup, but then I spent too much time and I forgot to add that. I know it's like the scalar plot with MMC on the y-axis and then the average core per round on the x-axis.
Yeah, right.
So you can see the dot. So on the top right will be the best model with core and MMC.
Yeah, the same for Sharpe ratio was, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that now.
Fortnite is still a thing.
Yeah.
Why do you use Shiny instead of Streamlit?
Because I like Shiny. When I first learned about data science, I came from the VR side, so I use Shiny to do a lot of app. So I there's no solid reason to use Shiny over Streamlit or other app. But because I have history, I love Shiny. So
Because
personal.
we have the functions
personal.
are fun, right?
Yeah?
Because we have the functions are super fun.
You're using R as well.
Yeah.
So Streamlit is for Python, or
So yeah.
Yeah, Streamlit is for Python.
Yeah.
Shiny is pretty slow in a way if you try to make things like huge neural or huge network plottings or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, it works for this fine. Yeah.
for the purpose of this small data set, it's fine.
It's looking for visualizing large networks, but still looking in R for how to do that. So maybe you just either have to export to WebGL or something. Because your browser can visualize networks with 80,000 points, no problem, but through R it's a bit tricky.
So behind the scenes, I got one thing to convert. This is like a ggplot2 or one of the package to WebGL first, and then display it.
Is that possible?
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's. I didn't actually profile the whole thing. I didn't know how much time it saved, but my work frame is 1 second. Yeah, so it saved some time for at least for like 120 lines and graph. But if you have much bigger model, then it may save you a lot more time.
I think you should tell us the Numerai people because their page is super slow.
Yeah, you're getting line by line if you get this. I'm not sure what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't know.
And also then you get the page, but you don't get the plots.
Yeah, that seems to be standard for showing it. Never mind.
But I have a stupid question. How do you come up with these names?
This.
Yeah, like you have so many fun names.
Yeah, so initially, if I go back to my
So there seems to be some logic to it.
oh, I don't have the IA. Oh, here. So, can you say my name here? No, my name is like IA_AI.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be emoji, like a face.
Yeah.
That's because I don't want to show my name. I don't want to say Jo-fai Chow doing Numerai, so I just do my face. So that's the first name. And then after that, I found that I can actually use some degen kind of graphic for each model. And I come up with more. So I'm not sure if I can show you here.
Yeah,
if you go to my profile, you will see all the degen models. So all of them, they have some meaning. So maybe force is like So layer is for neural network, so percent layers. And then I got Bonacqua because I used to use H2O. So Bonacqua is like water, good water, right? So it's H2O. And
Okay, so there is actually something.
There are treasures on the naming of the model.
Yes.
You know?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I found the Polish guy. He was naming it in Polish. So if you know the name, it was all about the beer. So, you know, like the model was one was called Dancing with the Beer.